Greetings, hi, hello, howdy, hey, how are you? Welcome, hi there, hello, what's going on? Hello, everybody, welcome, greetings, hi, hello. Hi, my name is Zane. You can hear me, right? Yeah, you can hear me. Hi, how are you all? What's up, Curian? How are you? Hi, Cass, hi, Cynthia, Lorraine, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're able to come by. Hi, Novi, Novasaur. I'm going with Novasaur. First time you've actually watched a streamer vid. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by. I saw you say hello a minute ago, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Chloe, good to see you. Hi, Kapow. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Cynthia. Sam. What's shaking everywhere? And what's shaking everywhere? There we go. You had to take the stronger as needed painkiller for your orthopedic. Yeah, that can happen. Hey, Ducks, how you doing? That looks like a fun shirt. It's my Twitch partner shirt. I got it by being a Twitch partner, and they gave me a shirt, and I was like, I will wear this shirt on occasion when I need to wear a shirt and I don't have another shirt to wear. Verky, what's going on? Hello. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Pi. Queen Sakura, good to see you. So today, this is the last stream. There's no stream tomorrow or ever again until I get back. So I'll be gone the next week to visit my parents, and I have to leave at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. So that's fun. We'll be starting Minecraft with Sparkles at 4 p.m. Central, so a little bit earlier, 2 hours earlier, so that way we can get a double in. He hates us. Yeah, no, I mean you pretty much figured it out. Chloe, you've got it. Wave at Papa Mama Zine from us. I will do so. I'm pretty sure my mom knows what you got. What chat is. I don't know if my dad knows what chat is yet, but my mom knows what chat is. Hi, Smart Cookie. How you doing? Yeah. So today we've got some Outer Worlds. We might get into Megabonk, and then we've got Minecraft, and then time off. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. Not my fault this time. There was an accident on the road, probably 50 cars ahead of me, about a quarter of a mile, and so I had to sit on the road while they got a tow truck in and pulled the car out of the street and stuff. It was a little, it looked like there were definitely injuries, like they brought in the EMTs, but they weren't racing around with their head with their heads cut off. So I'm guessing that someone was banged up, but nothing too critical. I hope everyone was okay. So. You were watching an Everest documentary and you were like, ooh, Xena's live. You work from home? I do work from home. What does this have to do with anything? You can be late as many times as you want. You will always wait for me. Now, I love the spirit. I love the energy. Love where your head's at. I'm not going to, A, take that for granted, and B, I don't know, I completely believe that. It has been a very, very painful January, but I appreciate everybody yesterday being thoughtful and kind, and Chloe, thank you for the gifted subs to Lorraine and Novasaur. Our two newbies here getting gifted subs. Did that play? Did I just completely gloss over it? Did I not hear it? Oh, there it is. So, yep, it plays. You're going to visit your grandparents for the day. I don't know when we're getting home, so I'm going to say bye now. Aw, have a good time with the grandparents. Hope you and Squeaks and the little ones are doing good. You got a root canal? Oh, Bricky, not fun. I've been through a number of those, and it'll be all right. But, nonetheless, I would get feel better. Do you know what tooth it is? I know the tooth numbers. I know what the tooth numbers, guys. And when I call the dentist, they're like, "What? I have a tooth hurting," and they're like, "Oh yeah, where is it?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's number 14." And they're like, "You know which one?" And I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Okay." And then I go there, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm here for my appointment." And they're like, "Do you work in dentistry?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm just an idiot." And they're like, "Oh, well, seem like an idiot to me." And that's true. Nonetheless, the nice thing about root canals is once they're done, once the throbbing goes away, no more pain from that tooth ever. Never, because there ain't no feeling. Just a nerd. Your dad is a dentist, so you had to know them all. I wanted to be a dentist, and then I realized that certain things in my life wouldn't allow for that. And also the reason I wanted to be a dentist was kind of silly, but I grew up in a small town. It was called it's named after a farming town, but it was just suburb hell. But I grew up in a small town, and kind of one of those, like, everybody knew where everybody, and the dentist in the town had by far the biggest, nicest house in the entire town. And so my brain at like 7, 8 years old was like, I should be a dentist because I want money. And so, but after that, like, I kind of moved on to other things. But for a while, I wanted to be a writer. But then in the course of my career, started working at a restaurant because of my extreme interest in the culinary arts, or my extreme interest in being able to afford my insurance, tow my car, and put gas. I worked at a restaurant, and I was what's called a key hourly, which basically means I could do everything. I was a manager, and there were actually days where I could open where I was in charge and the acting manager, but mostly just, slightly elevated grunt. But for a while, I was filling in on the cooking line because we didn't have enough cooks. So I was doing the line cook. And so when you cook, it's very hot because you're, over a grill all day. And so one of the advantages of working in a restaurant is you can have as much soda as you want. So I would get a carafe and I just fill it up of Coke. And I did that for like, a year and a half daily. Not necessarily, but there was a lot. And at that point, my parents had never been huge on dentistry. Like if if needed, they'd go, but it wasn't ever like they were never like brush your teeth, blah, 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 blah. Like they were just, teeth that exist kind of people, right? And so I grew up, and then I think I was still living with my parents. This was after like I just barely moved out. I'd gotten married as a way too young kid. And all of that, and had just started into my actual corporate career job and left the cooking behind, and I went, ow, that hurts. And I went to the I was like, okay, well, that's fine. And then like a day later I was like, ow, that really hurts. And then the next day or however long, I was like, I cannot think, I cannot exist. Like, if you've never had infected root tooth pain, be glad. It's kind of in that, it's like that kidney stone level where it's just like your higher functioning ends, and that is all. You exist with the throbbing pain of your heartbeat. Every time your heart beats, which is quite frequently you find when you notice every time. You get more, you feel it in the tooth and the pain, and you can't think, and it's overwhelming. So I got an abscess tooth, went in, found a new dentist because I hated the old dentist, which ironic because, the old dentist that had the big house, but, I'd grown up, I moved, I changed, found a new dentist, and it was kind of cool because I was like, this new dentist, to understand them, you got to understand where I came from. The old dentist had his office next to the gas station, and you'd go in, and it was that 70s era yellow-brown wall and wood paneling, like yellowish, not cream, but more the like almost the lemon white wall paint, and then wood paneling decoration, and like kind of and then overhead fluorescent lights. It's just a sign of the era, built in the 70s dentist shop sort of thing. Wasn't exactly comfortable. When I think of my old dentist office, the word that comes to mind is brown. So, at any rate, fast forward several years, I'm at the corporate office, I'm like, ow, my tooth, ow, 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 and my coworker's like, hey, I just went to my dentist, he's a good guy, you should go see him. And, I was like, well, ow, I'm gonna see it, anybody, I didn't really want to go to a dentist, but, I didn't want to exist at that point. I really preferred to die or something because I wanted the pain to go away. So I was like, okay. And I go to this recommendation, and this dentist is on the second story of a newer building, and the entire one side is just open glass, like windows, like it's just the sun pouring in, and So when I think of that place, I think of blue, but like the warm sunshine blue, like that kind of the full spectrum sunlight. That's what I think of when I think of that place. And I got to meet my dentist, who I then knew for 20 years and was a great guy. And I gave him a cake when I left, but not the point. And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's infected. You're gonna need that taken care of." And he's like, "Okay, let's get that taken care of. But you're gonna want to come right back in after you feel a little better, and we're gonna want to do a full exam because there's some issues going on like that." And I'm like, "Okay, I just fix it." And if a tooth gets infected, or an abscess tooth, if it gets infected enough, there is a moment right when the dentist is breaking it open, where it doesn't matter how much numbing you have, it doesn't matter how much anything, you feel as he pushes through the last bit with his drill to break into that den of pain and horror. And it's like the world's most satisfying worst pop. And it's literally them relieving the pressure that is built up in this abscess on the nerve. And it's a moment. It's a moment that will live in infamy with you anyway. So they break that open, and this is on like a fully abscess tooth, not just like, I kind of hurt, or my infect. Like, this is like, dental emergency, quotation marks, level stuff. But I got to experience that, and I was like, I see. But he finished the root canal, put the crappy cap on, because they do a temporary cap until they put a crown on and stuff, and then he's like, all right, go home. But before you go, schedule an immediate, next availability you have. Get back in here. We need to do a regular exam. So, 2 days later, I'm still kind of sore, but I'm like, It's both a horrifying and satisfying experience. Exactly. You know the people who've had it because they're like, oh yeah, it's the worst. It's also the best. It's a very conflicting, it's an interesting thing. But, so I go back to the, I'm checking out and they're like, okay, we'll see you back 2 days. You show up and we'll look at your teeth. So I show up in 2 days. They do, at this point, they're doing, this isn't the emergency thing, so they're doing a full scan, stand here and they're like, the full mandible scan and the bite wings and the bite down. And then, the dentist comes in, and he sits down, and he's looking at it, and he's like, oh boy. And I'm like, oh boy, and he's like, all right. And he pats me on the shoulder, and he's like, we're going to become good friends. And he starts walking me through. And basically, because I had not been really that attentive to my teeth, from not having been raised to be that attentive to my teeth, and the fact that I had spent a year just drinking Coke daily across my teeth all day long without attending to my teeth, we'd had some problems. For example, I remember specifically a time where a part of the tooth had broken, and anytime I ate, I had to get a toothpick and go and wedge in between the side and then angle down to push the food that had got up into, it's gross, but the food that had got up into packed the area that had broken. And that was just my daily get that out of there. Hate that feeling, And so they weren't in great shape. And he's like, they're not in great shape. And I'm like, my interpretation is they're not in great shape. Hi, Ecto, how you doing? So he's like, what I'm seeing here is about 6, maybe 7 root canals and crowns. And we've got a couple cavities here and stuff like that, and everything. Now, I talked to my my receptionist about your insurance. Here's what I want to do. Your insurance is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But if you only have that insurance, it's going to take us about 5 or 6 years of maxing it out before we can get everything fixed. So I've built a treatment plan to kind of angle like what I think needs it to sit, what we could save. We have a filling that I want to get now before it becomes a crown, and then we have this crown that I want to get before we have to pull the tooth, and this sort of. So he's like, kind of laying it out, and he's like, now you're married, if you can get on have your wife, if she has the option, get dental insurance as well, so you're double covered, and that will help a lot. Like because it does, like when you have one, it's like you pay about half for anything major. When you have two, it's like it goes further than you would think. So at any rate, we start to make a plan, talk to my wife, I get on. It takes me 2 years of double dental coverage before we're able to finally get everything solved and backed up. All that to say, brush your teeth. One of the things that you learn, there's 2 things that kind of change your perspective of how to take care of your teeth. The first one is if you get to a point where it's abscess, then that, that's a memory that sticks with you. You don't want to go back. You're like, I've been there. Don't want to be there again. So, time for dentures. I mean, but number 2 is when you get your first dentist bill as an adult and realize just how fucking expensive dentistry is. So brush your fucking teeth because, dear God, holy shit, dentistry is expensive. Like, wow. Eventually I got to where I'm pretty well all packed up and stuff, but I've been through a lot. And all that to say, I hope you get feeling better, Ricky. Crown fell out or something? Yikes. One of the only extraction outside of my wisdom teeth that I've had to have was I've had number 35 yanked, and that's the back molar, except I still have that wisdom tooth. So it's like I have the very, very, very back wisdom tooth, a bit of a gap, and then the rest. And you can't really tell cosmetically, like I don't think you guys are like, wow, he's from Kentucky just by looking, yeah. So, but it's that one. The original, my old brown office, like saying brown dentist feels weird, but brown office dentist. He is who did that one when I was a wee lad, and I don't even remember that one, but his crown had actually failed and it had unsealed, and so infection was able to get in. But I'd had a root canal, so it wasn't hurting, but my gums were getting progressively more purple, I guess is the best way to describe it. And my dentist is like, I know it's not hurting you, but we should really get that fixed. And eventually he's like, there's just not enough tooth left for me to reseal it, recrown it. And he's like, it's just gonna have to come out. And I was like, all right, fair enough. So you hope your wisdom tooth does a nice little swoop in to fill the gap where you got a tooth yanked. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, but not really. They don't move that much. They do move, but they don't move that much. It's not like they're mobile in there. But they do, your bite keeps your teeth where it's supposed to be. So if you have an extraction, then the dentist's going to be like, oh my God, your teeth are going to go all right. You got to get an implant. And I'm like, no. They're like, okay, here's the deal. You can either have this tooth that your wisdom tooth will pretty much fill in for. The way that your things are, your bite's hitting, it's not really going to move around too much. And also, it's back where no one can see it, and it's not going to bother you. So you can either leave that, or alternatively, if you really want to deal with it properly, what we can do is we can get a titanium bolt, drill it into your jaw, and then put once you've healed around that, put a crown down on it so that way it's anchored down properly. And I was like, I will take option A. If I can avoid having things drilled into my jaw, I shall do so. And so, here, repping my Kentucky folk, you know? Bye, Cynthia! Anyway, crowns only have approximately 12-year lifespan, which they can be more front. They've always told me that, although I've only had one crown fail, and I've had some, like, most of my crowns are more than 20 years old, but could happen. Yes, one titanium bolt bleed said no unwillingly. Yeah, I was like, you know what we could do? We could not do that, and we can see how this goes, and it's gone fine. As a Kentucky folk, I approve this message. Anyway, those are my dental stories. One of my crowns, my number 2 crown is I don't know if funny is the right word, but when it's actually, interestingly, it was against the Ola, but somehow, whatever, one way or another. But my number 2 crown didn't fit well after a while, and my newer dentist, the blue office dentist, had to, like, he was like, look, either we pull this one off or I get a little freaky with it. And I'm like, get freaky with it, I don't care, it's all the way back. And so he actually had to grind down to where that crown, on a portion of it, he's polished off like the entire porcelain section, like it's actually metal. It's pretty metal, dude. But you can see like the porcelain to the metal, like the metal exposed in it because he had to polish that side down to fit with something or other. But he's like, I'm really sorry about this. He's like, we can replace it. But this isn't, and he's basically a significant portion of Blue Dentist's time in conversation with me was apologizing for the things that he had to do to fix what my old dentist, my old dentist, had originally done. He's like, he 100% gave me the, I don't want to speak badly about anyone else's work because they had their, they probably were working with the information they had at the time. But we're going to have to make some changes, kind of thing, One half-done root canal and one endodontist later, your tooth number 2 is deemed not likely to succeed with the root canal. Got to get it extracted and bone graft by the maxillofacial oral surgeon. I've never had any of the bone graft stuff. I don't understand it. I just nod and smile along when we get to the bone graft section, but I speak fluent root canal and crown. At any rate, and then somewhere along the way, I was like, "Oh, I'm fixing up all my teeth. I should probably fix because I don't really like. I mean, my smile's okay, but my teeth are kind of crooked. It's like it's fine. It's not like no. I don't think anyone looks at me like the teeth. Like I'm not British. Sorry, everybody from UK. But like they're not perfect. They're not great. And so I was like, well, I'm too old to like go full railroad track braces across the teeth. So let's look at this new Invisalign bullshit that just barely came out. So I went to an orthodontist as an adult, and the orthodontist was like, oh, you're here as an adult. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, the bad news is as an adult, insurance won't help you. You're in my world now. And then he gives you cheek spreaders, which, to clarify, are for spreading your facial cheeks. Wasn't that kind of dentist or orthodontist? But they're clear plastic things, and they're like just basically like a hook, but like kind of wider. And they go, and then down, and they take camera shots and stuff. And let me tell you, no one looks flattering while having their facial cheeks spread like that. I don't think a dentist has ever been like, ooh, I want to date her after seeing that kind of thing, right? But he's like, and he's like, all right, here's the plan for you. And he shows me a little thing like, here's your teeth, and it's a computer model thing, and they're like, and then over 17 weeks we go, and then everything's sore, but you know, and hey, look, now you have a perfect smile. I'm like, cool. And he's like, all right, so no insurance, that's gonna be $6,800. And I'm like, my smile's not that bad, have a good day. Yep. Smile continues to be not that bad. And that was my first and only time to an orthodontist. So, $8,000 in 2 years in hardware. You're over 40. Yeah. It's well, I mean, in these days that'd probably be double like that. You gotta remember this was back in the 1800s, right? So, but it's a lot. All right, so we got everybody off of the airwaves, so the broker could do what the broker do. But now we have this targeting module that we got from the crashed gunship, and we need to either choose one of them, or there's a third option wherein I can, as presumably, get peace between them. Before Sanjar was willing to negotiate with Zora, he was a Syrian plate retriever for Cascadia. So you got to go to Cascadia, and then we got to talk to Zora. So I think Cascadia is like a whole other place, though. Like that's a whole other fucking place. And then we also found aren't we on Monarch? So is Cascadia here? I don't remember there being a Cascadia. Stellar Bay, Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Maybe Cascadia landing pad. I don't know what Cascadia is supposed to be specifically, but let's try. All right, we still have the Cadence Cradle, so let's go over to here. Did the whole shebang, top, bottom, wire braces, butterfly palate expander, and I take excellent care to wear my retainer every night. I'm very privileged to have my parents spend thousands on my teeth. My parents did not, but my parents gave me a very middle income, no frills childhood. Like, the house was nice, the neighborhood was nice, and there was nothing else. and that was it, which, I mean, I'm thankful for. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, that's where that's where it ended. How do I get over to this place?
Used to be, you can get the best wine on Monarch here.
Hi, Ellie.
This area's suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
Dude, I busted my way through here once before I even knew what I was dealing with. You think I'm scared of a little old this? Okay, well, that's obviously not going to work. There's a whole ass thing over there I haven't gotten to. How do I get to my ass thing? Well, there's a bridge. That seems like a good start. But the bridge was probably what was sealed. So maybe I gotta go over here. How did we get on the dentist talk anyway? My overwhelming desire to always babble about it. Sometimes I think, wow, you poor guys, like, you listen to me, it's gotta suck. But then I'm like, you gotta know what you're getting. So, you know, is this on me or is it on you? And I don't really know. Why can I not fast travel this time? What are you talking about? Why not? Explain this bullshit. I'm literally, I'm not under attack. Oh, hey, now I can. Borscht. Palate expander sounds like a cheek spreader. Why do we explain this bullshit? Exactly. That guy looks like a nice guy.
Be fun. We're pretty good at this.
Thank you. Hi, Kate. How you doing?
Processing data. Begin.
Thank you. My face is on me, folks.
Oh, that was my guy. I was ready to light her up. It's a good thing I had to reload because I was ready to light her up. Hey, Desi. How you doing? Hi, Kamiki. Your new phone set up? Perfect. Oh, that's a Manta Queen. I'm on fire! These guys don't like fire, don't like literal fire very much.
Everyone all right?
Wasn't the queen in here somewhere? Or is she back here? Oh, there it is. That place doesn't seem friendly. There's marauders down there. And a bunch of mantas right there. Bad shots all around. Hey, oh, I pulled the mantises too. Good. Sir. At least one of them. Not all of them. I don't know who's new and who's not. Look out! I don't really know where to shoot on those guys. Haven't identified the weak spot other than they seem to be weak to being shot. Which honestly, I feel is pretty fair. Astrid! How do? Welcome back, pal. Rawr, rawr, rawr. I'm a scary monster. Rawr. You two are weak to being shot. I mean, it seems like a very fair weakness, you know? I've never tested it, but it like, I don't like the idea at the very least. So I'm going to assume that, well, apparently we took care of that guy. That it's a, not great situation. Well, that's an interesting one.
Here we go.
I missed.
Nothing like a good tussle.
You danced a lot? Were you at, like, the club? Were you dancing at the club? This appears to be a way into Cascadia without my having 100 hack. So, that's good. Can you accidentally shoot your teammates? Yes, but they won't care.
Check it for parts.
There's no,
Never know when you might need a backup regulator.
they don't take friendly fire. You got adopted by an extrovert lady policewoman, and she made you dance tonight, and you're hurting all over. That sounds like the good hurt. Like, you're probably glowing hurt. That was a bad shot. That was the worst shot. Get him, Parvati! That was a terrible shot. That one, too. Poor marksmanship all the way around on my part. What were your choices for karaoke? What did you sing? No one's ever said that to me before, Ducks. That guy might have wanted to have paid more attention to his surroundings. Okay, Nyoka. Jesus. Jesus, Nyoka.
Aren't those cakes just about the cutest little things you ever seen?
There are monsters here. They were people once. I don't know what they are now. It sounds like 2613. I'll definitely remember that. Sounds like we got ourselves a zombie situation. Also, did Parvati want cakes from here? Oh, apparently I picked one up. Okay.
The dust bat casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
Hi, Zizep. How you doing? You sing a lot of songs. Always Bon Jovi, Lose Yourself, and Not Afraid, Eminem. A whole bunch of Linkin Park. Take Me to Church. How You Remind Me. Summer of '69. I think that list got progressively more drunk as you named it out.
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
No, I have not, Zizep.
Maybe you're right, and I'm stalling a bit. But maybe I also need to, so as I can work up the courage. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium. Joliker's Haberdashery.
Haberdashery!
I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that. Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Helping Parvati leveled me up. My levels. This whole hack. Wait, what? Oh. I didn't know my armor's hurting my hack. That's terrible. I mean, honestly, you could just take it off if you need to, assuming you remember. So that's not like, ooh la la. That's just like, oh, you know? I think in general, there's only a couple where I could do the group. I'm such a liar. Look at me lying like that. All right. You can command your companions to use their special abilities, the enemy you're targeting. C and V. Okay. Oh, is that a new thing that I got? Maybe? I don't know. But nonetheless, here, we've been here. We did this. We got something here. Now we're supposed to get some HR records, which is weird, but okay. I tend not to have a voice anymore, so I can't. The karaoke is not quite as doable as it used to be. And the thing at a karaoke bar is usually they're so loud that you have to be yelling to talk to someone, and then by the time you can sing, you're like, oh, I have no voice anymore. That's so. Oh no. Oh dear. 41's not bad. I think the 40s is about the only place we're still sticking around, but I don't know about that one. And then. Okay, you're at 62, so obviously no. And you are 72. All right. Well, I didn't say that, you know, I mean, that they're specifically to talk, but usually if actually not usually, if I'm at a karaoke bar, it means that I'm meeting up with, you know, people. And so I usually like to talk to the people I meet up with, you know. So, I mean, I guess I am the mistake. Where did he go? He ran inside. Well, that's a mistake, having friends. Look, you guys are what keep me going in the midst of all this nonsense. There's a lot of crappy news in the world. So my friends are what I turn to in order to go, yeah, but I'm still okay because I got these people with me. And you guys are my friends, so here we are. How can I sweeten your date? Yes. Have you offered the customer a slap? Yes. No. Yes. No. Somehow the mashing keys option didn't work. Which rap do you do? On In the End?
We're alive.
Last time you caught me singing on stream, I put you to sleep. Fair enough. Energizing ointment. Sometimes you gotta rub some ointment on it and you want to energize while you're along the way, you know? Give it a little extra zoomps. You used to go to karaoke nights with your friend who had an amazing singing voice. She'd do a lot of big Whitney Houston ballads, and I'd sit there watching her with your drink, and you'd feel like an elf next to her. She was this tall, beautiful black woman, and you were a pale, curvy, small person. That sounds delightful. How long were you there? I like, whenever I do karaoke, it's like you get like, for the night you might get like 2 or 3 songs. It sounds like you were basically just living at the mic. Did you get the policewoman's number properly? 7 out. Okay, that makes sense. I've received multiple complaints about your interactions with the customers. According to reports, the following phrases have been used when describing Rizzo products being sold. That ain't savings, just call me a Raptidon. Latest batch is going to knock you out like a nose full of sulfur. The north end of the southbound woolly cow. These and others are not approved metaphors. Please refer to your employee handbook for a list of metaphors allowed when working. Violet, I've received notices of the following violations because I'm just not approved. I contest these violations on the following grounds. I'm allergic to purpleberry. Making one of our pre-approved purpleberry lunch meals will literally kill me. To be candid, it is a miracle I have lived here this long without incident. I can't volunteer for overtime because I'm already been assigned overtime shifts. Okay, I'll fess up to selling restricted goods. You got me there. Selling soap to a man who stinks so bad I can't smell the sulfur around him is against the rules. Fine, I won't do it anymore. Mr. Barnaby, I'm writing to inform you that multiple employees have filed Form R441 perceived danger to human resources in my office. It appears that Raptidon sightings are growing more and more frequent. As Rizzo Inc. has not responded to a request for safety equipment, a level of concern and, dare I say, restlessness grows amongst the workers. Any indication of the truth of these sightings, or the rumors that Rizzo Inc. is no longer supporting our efforts here, would go a long way to improving company morale. Violet, please. We are all begging you. For the love of all that is good and just, please let Cecil sell soaps to Simon again. He's got some kind of condition. I don't rightly know what it is, but I've smelled corpses with finer odor than his. You got her Facebook? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in your neck of the woods? Hello, can I Facebook you? You're getting overwhelmed? People are just so interested in you. They just want to talk. They're just like, hey, it's that popular lady who only comes by on the weekends. You use it for messaging people that you do not want them to have your phone number. Ah, so you were the one reluctant to give your phone number out. You're like, you're a beautiful woman who has compelled me to dance and have a great night. But I, as a typical reserved and closed-off European, shall not give you my phone number. But perhaps I might send you a message on the book face. Ow. Sir, danger close. You hooligan? She's into women, she's not into women, and then you ended up kissing. Well, sometimes people are still trying to figure everything out, you know? Can be a confusing landscape. You think, this is how I'm supposed to be. And then you see someone and you're like, but maybe I'm not how I'm supposed to be right now. Let me drink some more alcohol, and then clearly I'll understand and know better. And then understanding is achieved. And we're stalking. We're stalking. You dated a girl once who didn't realize we were on a date, even though we'd been kissing previously. Rizzo's. Okay, public notice to Theodore. I've received confirmation that Rizzo will soon abandon Terra 1 with the rest of the corporations. We expect to maintain our exports until the day we leave. All teams will continue operating until told otherwise. As of this time, I don't see the need to inform anyone outside the three of us of the board's decision. We don't want our workers thinking they're going to be reassigned. Just let them do what they do best, their jobs. Does it change our priorities at all? Should we begin scuttling research and focusing more on the exports? No, we'll hit our export quotas for the next 7 months at least. Project Patero is still our #1 priority. Mr. Ziegler, we regret to inform you that the shuttles en route to the bottling facility at Cascadia have been rerouted. The evacuation effort is prioritized in order of profitability, measured chiefly by export volume, and as of the time, the other facilities have proven themselves either more profitable or more efficient. Distribution systems will send a minimum of 1 shuttle for evacuation purposes. If you have more personnel that can fit on a standard shuttle, Rizzo recommends establishing a priority system so that the loading and preparation of the shuttle can proceed smoothly. Please be advised that any attempt to load more than the maximum amount of human resources onto the shuttle will be met with forceful intervention. Warm regards. What of Project Patero? Surely it warrants additional resources. Research projects are not taken into consideration when calculating profitability of any given settlement. Project Patero's importance may place it higher on your priority list, but we are still unable to send more than one shuttle. We suggest you balance your resources accordingly. We get 1 shuttle. By my estimate, the Project Patero assets, both human and otherwise, will take up approximately 2/3 of our available space. That leaves us and a couple more people we could take. We need to decide how we're going to decide who else to take. Perhaps a subcommittee to draft a decision-making plan? You know me, Summer. I love subcommittees, but any decision we make is going to end up with pissed-off workers. Let's just ride out with the Patero crew. We'll enjoy a bit of extra legroom, but once we're safe on T2, we can see about getting another shuttle set out. Seconded. What will we tell the workers? We tell them that we're going to get them out. They just won't know it'll be 1 shuttle at a time. It's fine. Do not tell them about the hazard clause. Our goal is to get out of here peacefully. No incidents. I don't want panic. I don't want a riot, and law forbid a strike. Once we're out, we'll send word back to further plans. Until then, keep this amongst us. What good people. Do-ba-do-do. Da-ba-dee-dee-dee-da. I think she's currently having a very confusing internal monologue about what she's feeling. You felt things you've never felt before. Well, I'm glad you're so excited. Look, I didn't realize my ex was my boyfriend until we'd been living together for like 3 weeks. Yeah, it happens. It could have been process of being broken up with, and then you're like, now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Look, we should see other people. I thought we were. That's a hell of a way for a conversation to go like that. I think we should see other people. We weren't? Hold up. Okay, read all those. Is this where I came in? I don't think so. Okay, it looks like where I came in, but I don't remember coming in here. It's looted like I came in here. Oh, I did come in here. Yeah, I remember that workbench. I guess I like looted and then didn't notice that there was stairs. And I would have walked out here and been like, all right, let's go. That's everything, folks. Zora's a top-notch Sabos with a good head for working under pressure. She knows how to assimilate large amounts of detailed information to make quick decisions. Her competence and decisiveness has allowed her to restore more than a few limbs and digits lost of carelessness around the machinery. Recommended for Employee of the Month. Seasonal enthusiasm for Rizzo's products is unmatched, and he displays an impressive knowledge of company products. He's exactly the kind of worker we need to keep at our storefronts. Do not promote. That's actually an interesting issue and/or thing, if you guys aren't familiar with the Peter principle. Here's session progress. Grab a can of Rizzo's Purple Berry. Punch it in the bag. Note, all employees reviews the property of Rizzo. Misuse of data may result in fines. Export executive review to external datapad. There, now I have Zora's work record for Sanjar. Girls are naturally very complimentary and affectionate with each other, so it's hard to know sometimes. Sometimes. Other times, they're catty as hell, and you're like, what the fuck? But, I understand. I'm sorry you're doing with the, are they into me and not into me, thing. I do feel like that's like, hopefully goes away a little bit as we get older, but, you know, I don't think it ever goes fully away. I mean, what is part of it's, you know, just self-doubts and stuff like that, but at least in general, I think that as you age, you kind of get a little bit more like, okay, I've been through the confusing internal monologues and I know the answers now. I don't think there's any need for me to fight those. She's fun and you had fun and that's all you needed. Fair enough. Not everything has to become something, you know? All right, and that opens up this portion to that portion. Can't quite tell proximity. Looks like I got it right.
Don't mess with us.
Hello? This door wasn't dooring. Get out there and get all the women and all the kissing. Yay! Hi, noob. How you doing? Is there a reason I'm up here? Does being up here help me in any sort of way? Doesn't seem like that being up here helps me in any sort of way. It just seems like now I'm up here. Which, in and of itself, doesn't seem that helpful. But I'm always like, why does up here exist then? Oh my god, you chat hogging? I feel like I bet this is the same way I've been in here a half dozen times now. No, it's not. It's a different way. Ah, ow, fuck my leg! Alright, so bed up there, did that. Okay. And then this person's dead. Yeah. Verified. Can't confirm. Old Rizzo Databad. Personal log. Owner, Zora. We're trapped between monsters and men who turn into monsters. Cecil's leg is starting to rot. I don't know how we're making out of here. I suspect we could climb along the chasm wall. Might be the only chance we got, but Cecil's getting worse. He passed. Void take me. I couldn't keep his infection down. I've got no choice. Got to try to climb. I ever make it to Byzantium, I'm going to find Sumner and the rest of the execs and put a boot up their gold-shitting asses. Nice. Ow. Turns out there's, this must have been Cecil, I guess. Maybe this is Cecil. I don't know. What? So was Cecil. Yeah, there's this whole Project Patero thing where they're implying they're making zombies of some sort. So... I didn't figure that out. I love that Doorway copy and pasted their answer to the different people that made me do a lol. I did a chuckle. Something tells me those are going to wake up and become a problem. Oh, that's Herbert. Hi, Herbert. How you doing? Who the fuck's Herbert?
Like a raptor among the rocks.
Here they come.
I appear to be unable to hurt Herbert. For the most part. Excuse me. The candy cane. The way he was, like, it kind of presented like he could have been a good guy, but he wasn't. Or at least, you know, he was hostile to me. I don't know how I could have unhostiled him.
Beginning security.
It's a lot of Purpleberry Crunch right there. Well, Chef Robot. He's hostile to me, but, you know, not doing a whole lot, so he's fine. Dearest Margaret, I fear that when you wake, you'll think I have abandoned you like Rizzo has. I assure you the opposite. I have commenced preparations to ensure you and Herbert survive until you both rescued. As for myself, I fear the worst. I will make every attempt to survive the coming months, but the bites I suffered while fleeing from the Raptidons show no sign of healing. I can hope that you wake before I pass, but in the worst case, you know that I love you both. Yours now and well added by Adams and consigned to Howard. Dearest Margaret, our quarters here may be tidy, but Herbert continues to investigate its every nook and cranny to with utter delight. I am pleased to report that he shows no signs of distress following our sojourn into this humble new home. I have brought with me everything I can take from the surface. Our ex-colleagues continue to try and live above ground, though they have barred the North Gate from the encroaching Raptidons. They remain unaware as to the existence of this hideaway, and I aim to keep it so. If they found my store of food, they'd surely seek to divide amongst themselves. Recalling my emergency training, though it was years ago, I have managed to secure intubation to sustain you while you sleep so peacefully. Properly rationed, our supplies here will last some years. Surely enough that Rizzo will come to rescue us. At the very least, Herbert shall survive well through his adolescent years with proper rationing, perhaps even into adulthood. As for myself, my wounds have begun to smell. Herbert pretends not to notice, but the way his nose crinkles reminds me of how he used to laugh. How he grows with each passing day. Well, bad news about Herbert. Hope you'll not take offense should you one day wake to find an auto-mechanical preparing Herbert's meals or adjusting your intake tubes. It has taken quite an effort and many failures, to which my new birds can attest, the engineer and auto-mechanical that can take care of any person, much less one infant and one comatose woman. With any luck, should the infection of my leg continue to grow, these machines will handily replace my fatherly duties and maintain the loving care required to raise Herbert and nurse you back to health. Cooking model is even capable of limited tutor services. Working splendidly, their fervor reminds me of the youth, young ago. Part of me is thankful that you cannot see me in such a state with one useless leg and ominous streaks of black racing along my veins. I will leave you with a word of advice. In the absence of proper undergarments, I have taught the automechanicals to wash tanned raptidine hides for reuse. With the last vestige of my strength, I collect a few of the surface. Should you wake, I beg you, do not go up there. Remain here until rescued. Our colleagues have perished, and now only monsters remain. Yours have, well, okay. Father insists I practice my letters, so here we are. Ah, this is from Herbert. Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch ready to eat. Flavored power nuggets. New net weight. Rizzo's knock you as Today, Father finally let me use the candy cane. It is called a scythe. He showed me how to be safe, so I do not burn myself. Maybe I could use it to capture another woolly friend and make him proud. Howard has not moved this morning. His tummy is very still, and he's very quiet like Mother was when Howard took her tubes out and cried all night. I think White Hat is my father now. I don't know if it is able to be proud, but I will try my best. Aww. Well. Other than that, things are great. Hey, look, here's Howard. I don't know where, or if we can see, not that it's not a little macabre, but, oh, yep. I was like, can we see where the mother is? But that's over here. What a fun little side quest. Neo, thank you for the 23 months. And E, thank you for the 56 months. Happy birthday, E. Snug Splashman, thank you for the 30 months. But, guys, it's E's birthday. I hope you guys said happy birthday. If not, monsters. All right, and then this is where I bed, so... Okay, I think we've... covered everything. So, that leaves us with... I need to go... back to Sanjar and give him the Zora's thing. And I also need to go and get Zora to replace Graham. I don't know which one I should do first. Let's go over to Amber Heights. Conveyor sushi? I've never actually been to conveyor sushi. Exacto site. Let's see. Not sure if there's a particular type of damage that would be just perfect for everything, but probably not. Usually there's not, you know, it's give and take, and I like to give and then I like to take, but let's up these guys a little bit. It's pricey, but things are starting to take a bit of damage. Flamethrower, my beloved. Can I put more? That's the OMG. No, in here, my flamethrower. Can I put more gas in it? Magazine increase the amount of ammunition. Magazine size plus 50. All right, we're gonna do that. And on the barrel. Don't care about noise. So I can increase it. Let's just increase. It already spews out, so let's put some crit on it. The HMG, I've got crit dam plus 25. Okay, so that one's already modified. Now, I'm a little confused because I should have 4. I have 4 weapons, but one of these isn't showing up. Oh, it's the Anarchist Cookbook. I think I can't modify. Got it. So yeah, this one doesn't have a magazine, so I might as well put 1 on there. I guess we'll just extend it then. Not that that's particularly necessary, but I don't know what type of damage I should put onto it well enough to pick. Their stuff is still good. Your biggest issue with sushi is that you're allergic to all fish except cod for reasons you don't know. That does seem like an issue with sushi. I mean, for you. Being allergic to fish does seem like it would lend itself to not being able to eat sushi. Kind of an A to B situation, you know?
Captain, we should chat.
Hi, Zora.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him. Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already. I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. Graham's always saying that what will be, that we're all here for a reason. Maybe his was to teach me to lead, and maybe mine is to save the colony where he can't.
Just once.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Absolutely.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
Hopefully I'm doing this right. If not, then I'm doing it wrong. Hi, Ars.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham.
Wait, Nikki, thank you for the 500
we need to
bits.
talk.
We have work to do. This is.
I'm glad I'm able to help you. Thank you for coming over. Hope you've been enjoying on YouTube.
What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Yep.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
Everybody's free.
I joined
Feel
because I
good.
believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Sorry, just don't mind me fighting with Cable. The cable company.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
This is Sparta. Oh, I'm sorry, Jorway. Hi, gamer. Yeah, EpiPen is basically synthesized adrenaline, and what it does is it keeps your for medical reasons here. It keeps your airways from closing up while you get actual help.
Please, don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw
You don't have to
breath, I
abandon
will
them,
not
just don't
abandon
lead them.
So be it.
Incoming!
Iconoclast, asshole.
My reputation is to decrease with the Iconoclast. Damn it. But I'm in pretty good with their new leader, I think. Hey, look, see? My reputation's increased.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts.
How big is the big
Never
zine
feels
mug?
right.
I think 16
This time
ounces.
it's Especially wrong.
Either 16 or 20.
Got the void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it? I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line. You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. Spread the message from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Okay, so we set that one up right. We got rid of Graham, silly Graham, and for some reason, all these people don't really have an issue with me having just shot their leader. They're like, yeah, that guy. This is the Outer Worlds. Is what we're playing. All right, hopefully we don't screw this one up.
Bringing the iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay. Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like
16 ounce?
she's actually
I think
very
so. Something like
qualified.
that.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
All right. I'll have Celia organize a meeting in neutral territory, the old OSI church in the ruins. Meet us there, and we'll discuss terms.
I've got to oversee the negotiation, and hopefully it doesn't... there's all these different fuck-ups, and at some point I'm going to fuck up. I'm just waiting to see where I fuck up. That's just right outside, honestly. I don't think I have the mug listed, but I'm pretty sure the mugs are still available, so I can look at. And I don't know that they would have been hit by the tariff problem, so I can look at it and see. I need to. I really need to get over and I think 10-year stuff is still up there, which isn't supposed to be. Limited time only, but I should be able to. I need to review all that anyway. My point.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Don't fret.
Quesadilla starts with a Q.
Here's right honorable. Usually.
Sanja, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Though I admit I'd rather not. We've shed enough blood as it is.
Is the only choice here between fighting and starving? We've got to be practical. So forceful. You know I love your little displays.
Oh my.
Perhaps I'm being hasty. After all, I'm rather good with numbers. I'm certain we can find a way to make this work.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Thank the eternal.
Mermaid did spell it
As
correctly.
poetic as murdering him in his sleep would have been. I'm glad we don't have to.
I'm confused. The look on your face does not match the words you just said.
Come on, you can't be this obtuse. Tell me Graham wasn't working alone. He couldn't have.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
I believe you, Dad. No idea. I'm just telling you how it's spelled. I don't think there's anyone's judging. It's a weird word, spelled weird.
But that means I had no idea. I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never
Billy was
guessed
judging.
you'd do
I mean,
something like that.
it's what the French do.
Captain. I feel it in my gut. Kind of nauseous, but ticklish.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out
Oh,
of it.
calm down, Zora. He's fine.
Okay, okay. You're right. Sorry.
Yes,
It'll
Dux.
take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
We did it! We didn't have to get anyone killed! Speaking of which, here in just a few minutes, we're going to switch over to that. But let me run to the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back. Do 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 do. Why are you shouting about seals at me? What the hell? Sorry, must input number. Alrighty. Have to pay Marisa. There we go. Sorry, back to real life. You're gonna hop in the shower real quick. Gonna go into the shower and then just jump. Boingy, boingy, boingy. All right, so we made friends with everybody. Everybody's friends. You get a friend, and you get a friend, and I get a loot. Now, what a top hat. That's a nice hat. Do love me a nice hat. Mr. What now? Okay, so relay the promises back to Phidias, travel to his lab, and speak with him to discuss next steps. Okay, so we finished that. We have this one to do left here, and then I think everything else is elsewhere. So, in order to do this one, we need to bounce back to the ship. Wherever it may be. Why does my nose itch? Here it is. You just understood the joke? Oh, awkward.
Huh? Oh,
Awkward. There's the candy cane, which we stole from the kid. And then the soft speaker.
I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
All right, so then I need to leave. But we leave Nyoka behind and we grab Vicar Max. for the first time in a while. And then let's take a look at him. What? He's got some perkies. So look at base health. Ranged. Reload. And showtime. So he's a shooter. Probably has a terrible gun, though. Apply. His gun is 319. We could do better than that. So we've got 629. 960 seems pretty good. That's a step up. And then for your melee, we can get you to 168 from 117. Not great, but, you know, still a step up. And then your armor's a little weak. The Duchess. We do have the nice hat. Looks like I don't have much in the way of actual armor for you. You're looking adorable. Okay. Now he's juiced slightly. And we need to go to... over here. I have another companion on my ship I haven't activated yet? Huh? I have Felix.
Hey, Cass. This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel on the river bank outside the town. Produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I could find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Barely made it out. Marauders got Keely.
Ooh, Catherine is gonna flay the skin.
Need to circle around the other way. Good to look, good to check.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as this.
I do not, in fact, think folks are pissing in the alleyway. Maybe I do. I don't know. I have no thoughts or opinions one way or another on people's urination habits. It's not something I tend to think about. Hello, Reginald.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my...
This is not the way I expected it.
Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper. This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy. Yes. That's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
I have robophobia? What?
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on
Maybe
philosophism.
robophilia?
Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
Oh, you mean in the game?
It's true. My father collected some
it's not
extra bits on the side by diverting some
I think
of
that
the
just
supplies to
means
the
that
gal.
no, I passed on that one.
The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
Fine. We've got more important things to do.
Yeah, same, Lisa. I was like, I'm fine with robots. Get me a sex bot and I'll sex that bot. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? You get it? I think Illy gets it. Okay. So that was different. Take Max and Hermit on Scylla. All right, so now we need to go. So basically, I think we're done here for the moment. I don't think there's anything left here.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
There's a robot here. I still can't believe.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
I still can't believe. Ow! Fuck my leg! Alex got himself killed by holding the beacon, and having something come down and rain on his head. Oh, I haven't been up here. Maybe I have. Have I been up here? Hello, Sam. Ah! Sam don't give a shit about me. Look at all this stuff. A pipe wrench. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Parvati. Oh, is this Parvati's room? Aw, Parvati, you're adorable. Ollie Dolly toxin free. Stern older man with warm eyes.
Could I have a word with you, Captain?
You may. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes, and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose. The glue now yellowed and cracked along the spine.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney.
It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long.
I think the pink armor really sells this conversation.
You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it.
Her pep comes from pills, so does mine.
But I'm begging your forgiveness.
Okay, it's fine. I forgive you. I'm a nice guy.
I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward. Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Okay. Well, we didn't talk much. I definitely was able to ascertain that Sam was the companion that I could get, but I did not have a way to activate him in that particular moment at that particular time.
Hey, Cap. Oh, sure. Felix is a riot. The other day he asked if mana queens lay eggs. I told him they lay eggs in people, and there ain't no cure. I could bust into swarms at any moment. The look on his face, it was great. You know, one time, Opal and I, shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything. I will.
It's a King Chat Day? When is it not a King Chat Day? We don't king shame here. This is gonna be Felix's room, I assume.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of
Hi, Ada.
assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Which one is Ada from Fallout? I remember Edie from Mass Effect. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just had to Google it.
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
She was very round. We could change her around though. Like we were able to reconfigure like bits and parts and stuff.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together,
Cassie.
Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Broke your right wrist on the 3rd and have to have surgery on it Wednesday. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, you just got all that out of the way so that the rest of the year is going to be perfect. I hope the surgery goes well.
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss? How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
All right. We have finished, for the moment, and I don't know whether forever or not, but we have finished Monarch. So, we've got that going for us, which is nice. Now, let's update all the things. Swap a dop over. One of 3. Two of 3. So quiet. The silence is so silent. And 3 of 3. All right. My food. My food's got a girlfriend and he hates that bitch. That doesn't make any sense, but still. He tells me every day. Oh, it was his last Wednesday. You now have a plate and screws to your wrist. Oh, I'm glad it went well. And, I mean, you know, it sucks, but you're doing okay. And like I said, now you've got that all out of the way. Well, we spawned at the portal, apparently. So, nothing but good times and feel goods from this point forward. Hi, Robin. How you doing? Damage totem's not bad. Lightning staff's good. I'll take lightning. We've started this bonking situation, Lisa. Evasion is not terrible. Quantity, though, always. Quantity, my beloved. Yeah. Leveling up is important. It gets difficult towards the end. Don't want the magnet yet. Not that I'll remember to come back to it, but, you know, in theory. Attack speed, gold gain, lifesteal. Trying to get this elite down. Looks so retro. It's pure silly. Your guy, why is that gold? I don't think I've ever seen a gold one before. Well, I say I don't think, because I genuinely haven't ever seen a gold one before. I don't know if that's a rendering problem or if it's actually, you know, better. Oh, no, that was legendary. Wow. Let's see. We'll do that. You had quantity and projectiles so high that it crashed your game. It's pretty good. I mean, you know, kind of what you're going for, in a way, without the crashing. Why wait for the magnet? Because it pulls all the XP in of all the people. Basically, like, I'm looking forward, right? But the shots are automatic. They just shoot, and so I'm constantly shooting people behind me and leaving behind all this. And the magnet will drag all of that to me. But if I, hit it right at the beginning, I haven't really killed that many, so it's not really dragging that much. So there's not like a lot that can come from it. I don't know what I want for my last tome yet. Like now wouldn't be horrible, not great, but wouldn't be horrible. But early on, it's just, there's nothing to pull in. But I probably won't come back this way either, so that's the other consideration. What tome do I want? I haven't seen one that's... Gold gain, maybe? Evasion, for those times that shit goes wrong. Okay, I'll take the legendary. It only lasts so long. It's not even, it's basically just literally, it's on use. It's not a power up. It's like you activate it and all the XP that's in the map will come to you. So it's just literally like everything that you've missed, here you go. What's the expectation of this game? They mob me, I try and not get mobbed. It's literally the entirety of what the game is. Hello, Stone Golem. Let me have I introduce you to my friend Nuke. Yeah, it's literally just, you click it that one time, and it's like, okay, all XP that you've left behind gets 20 games. So you get a bunch of levels when you click it, and the more XP you've left around, because the items don't ever despawn. Everything that you leave behind stays there, and can be picked up later, which is kind of cool, but... And so that's what the magnet does, is it picks up all the stuff that you've left behind. Ow, my shield. There's the first swarm. Jeez! Ow. Can't afford. I was gonna say, my banana's a little weak, but that helps. There we are. I was like, go, 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 go. Ow! Ah, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! Sorry for your weak banana. I mean, at my age, it just is what it is, you know? So it's literally, basically, it's a roguelike. So you just do runs and you go until you die, and then you earn silver, which you can then unlock to get new characters and weapons and various bits and or baubles. So, like, I earned 9 silver, I can unlock turbo socks. So now turbo socks are something that I can find in those chests, which increase movement speed. So, and then you can pick a different character. I was being Monka. There's, you have your wizard, Fox. You have your knight, skeleton that throws bones. You have your Mega Chad, who's a big dude who flexes on people. You have your gunslinger. You have your Robin Hood, and then Monka, Donkey Kong sort of thing. So if I choose, if I choose Fox, and I say go, then he'll be more aligned with... He'll start out with a fireball spell that I could use to attack. And then underneath my health bar in the top left, you can see 6 spaces, one of which has the flame staff. 3 of those are for weapons, so I can get 2 additional weapons that are shooting. And 3 of them are for tomes, which affect... I don't know how to properly describe tomes. Like, they basically affect, like, your percentage modifiers on certain aspects of the games. And you can't... Once you pick them, you can't change them. So I can only get 3. And so it's like, here, I can upgrade my fire staff, or I can get a precision tome, which was give me crit, or knockback tome, which gives me knockback, obviously. The things to keep in mind with these is, again, once I pick one of these, I will be able to continue. So it's like, as I find more tomes, there will be more precision tomes for me to upgrade it. I can upgrade this skill, but I can only have 3 skills, and there's quite a few different tomes. So I've got to kind of choose. Do I want precision? Crit chance seems potentially good. Fire, and then also it's labeled in terms of like, this is an uncommon. Some of them are better than others, sort of thing. But I'm not actually targeting anybody. I don't aim. Your guy just shoots constantly, and all you're doing is playing to avoid the things, collect the drops, and try and activate little things on the map to give you upgrades. When I pop these off, then it gives me... this is actually a level up, so there will be one right after. Golden Tome. Banana's not a bad shout. It hits pretty hard, but it's pretty low range. It is range, but it's pretty low range. Okay, so we have... Shield Tome is good. Shield is a... Now I have shield and health. They've got to hit my shield down and then get their pickup range is also good. So now I have a shield around me, and I have a chance of finding more shield tomes that will upgrade my shield, and we still haven't picked another weapon. There's a character that looks very us. Projectile count, always good. Gonna die. I couldn't jump. That was silly. Tower defense, but you're the tower and you can move. So that's the Fox or Oofy. I haven't played a whole lot. Yeah, so in order to get the bush, we have to kill the bush, and the bush hits really hard the one time we tried to fight it. So I need to get juiced and then fight the bush. But you have to find the bush, and then when you find the bush, then you have to kill the bush, and that's part of the unlocking requirements to get the bush. So this one's a little bit different in the direction I'm facing matters. Lightning. There we go. Can't afford that yet. I didn't get the bush, but I did get the gorilla. Oh, I did. The gorilla's unlocked. I did get the bandit. Flamewalker's actually pretty cool. The revolver with this particular... with the sword is nice because it gives you some forward damage with the sword, but also some raged to kind of mix it together. Honestly, raged is just in general my go-to. I think I'm not particularly alone in that. I think that's most people. So I haven't picked any tomes. Evasion could be useful. Projectile count is always really good to get. it literally increases the number. So now, instead of swinging once, my sword swings twice. So I'm doing double damage from the one. But it is diminishing returns as well. I don't really know what size is, but hey, let's size it up. One of the habits that I tend to get with these games that I'm trying to get over is I tend to be like, I've got to make sure I do everything perfect. And it's like, you're supposed to die anyway. Like, it's a game about dying. So... I'm now doing extra damage. Although I want blue guy. Get blue guy! Don't let blue guy go! Okay, good. Ooh. And in the meantime, I'm looking for a boss portal. The map is different every time. And I'm trying to find where... Ow. The boss portal might be, while also looking for everything. So, all the things I've left and killed behind me will now come to me, all the XP, now that I've clicked that. So, there's all the XP coming in, and now it's like, ah, yes, okay. So, we'll do lightning there. I didn't have that many things, but, you know... 5 to 9, nearly double my revolver damage. So, you may or may not know. So now I have 3 weapons. I have a revolver, lightning staff, and sword. So my sword is the slash in front of me. That's what we started out with. And then every now and then you'll see the lightning zot people out in the distance. So that was my lightning out there. And then the shots coming from me, that's the revolver. A knight with revolver, as one does. Ow. Ow. Stop it, Chunkum. See, the sword kind of sucks for when you have these bigger guys. Hey, you, come here. I want you. Shoot him! There we go. I'm getting fucked up. I don't know if I'm playing like ass because I'm trying to explain to you guys, if I'm just playing like ass because because I play like ass, you know? But I have life still, and it doesn't seem like my life still is stealing any life at the moment. My damage sucks. Oh, that's not gonna end well for me. Hang on. I need to get this guy down. There we go. So, power-ups occasionally drop, not all that often, but occasionally. And, they can be pretty powerful, as we saw. That was a time stop power-up that I just used. So killing things gives me money, and then the regular, please, the regular chests like these, there's a, if you look at my mouse cursor, there's a number here, and it costs me that much to open each chest, and it will go up as I go along. This is how much money I have. This is how much it costs. The golden chests are free, or ones that are like sparkling. They're the ones that are already sparkling are drops from mobs. So, ow. I'm gonna die trying to get him. Yep. And then each of the chests has a random. It can be anywhere from common, rare, epic, and legendary. But I'm not a big fan of the knight. The sword is not my favorite. Cassie, thank you for the 90 months, by the way. I do appreciate it. Calcium is the one I'm best at because I do well doing fast. His attack here is throwing bones, and then as you go, the bones can explode, like ricochet, a lot of ricochets, and then he's faster than most. I'm all about that agility. Really haven't done much with thorns, but I guess I could give it a shot. Like I said, haven't ever used it much. Quantity is always good, because that's basically means that one of my tomes will include increased projectiles for all my weapons, which is really good. Not a huge wireless dagger guy. Let's take that. Luck is tempting, but luck you really need to juice a lot for it to really start paying off. But luck will make it so that I have a better chance of getting nicer things out of like the chests and stuff. So they'll go doot, and if I'm rolling a rare, then I'll be like doot doot. And if I'm wearing an epic, do. And then if I'm wearing do. Sort of thing. It's very slot machine-ish. Is that Skelly Boy a skater boy? He's a skater boy. He said, see you later, boy. All right. Lightning can be pretty good. There's an unlock that I have to do that I get by unlocking knockback far enough. Okay, see the red lines in the air? That means that I'm near the boss portal, which is right there. So that's one of the things you're looking for. And you do have a timer. There's a timer at the center of the top. It's kind of hard to see my mouse with but the center top. And basically, the mobs get meaner and bigger and stronger and scarier as you as that goes down. So I'm on the clock. Flamewalker leaves these little circles of pain behind you as it levels up. It's really nice because you're constantly walking and everything's chasing you, so you're leaving basically areas of damage behind you as everything chases you. So it's just like where everything is getting damaged, which is the opposite of like the sword that I was having where it was swiping in front of me, when it's like most of the time I'm running from shit, so that doesn't help me all that much. Extra jump can go a long way for saving you with, like, when I get quartered and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like, the extra jump can pull you out of those spots a lot better than than really anything else you're gonna try. Hi, Robin. Hi. Made my voice crack. Lifesteal's really good. Those were a hard pick. Those were hard to choose between. That's a challenge tome. Means it spawns a bunch of elites that are now going to come at me. But if I kill them, then I get, you know, stuff. So we like stuff. Stuff is good. So assuming I could, you know, manage to kill them, then stuff is had. Yeah. See, there's stuff. They drop stuff. But I said I need to level it. I'm gonna try. Thunder Mitts. Upon hitting an enemy, clap their cheeks so hard. Generates lightning strike. So we're cheek clapping out here. It's weird watching someone who is blind play Megabonk after watching only the captain play. I am, in fact, not blind, but... Ooh. Hey, it's Chunkum. As I make him walk into my little hot spots, he does it hurts him a lot. Ooh, that's good. All right, Flamewalker. Yes. Thought they meant blind as in... That was my first thought, but then I think that they're basically saying the captain's blind and misses things, and I'm not. Was my guess. That's where I landed up. Ended up. Projectile count, yes. Projectile count and big ups. I mean, I don't pay a ton of attention to the map, but unless you're talking about, like, just the items that are around and he just runs in circles, which seems weird, but I don't know how he plays. I'm not here to judge. All right, so we're Saurudo. Nah, I don't... The big bonk hasn't been that amazing. Giant fork, you can eat so much spaghetti with this bad boy. Also, crits have 40% chance of becoming mega crits. Yes. Get the challenge. Bring it on, bees! Oh, they got smoked. Flamewalker's getting built up enough that it's doing me work. It's doing work. Okay, here's the swarm. Idle juice is pretty worthless. It gives you an attack bonus if you hold still. You guys can see how much I'm holding still here. Yikes. Yikers, dog. All right, let's get a little bit more life steal since we're gonna start taking a little bit of damage. There's the boss portal. We generally don't want to immediately throw that. We want to be a little bit bigger because the boss is mean. I've apparently already been here, so hey, I found the boss portal again. Hi, Blood Shard. Shield good. Pickup range good. Crit damage. All right. Eh. How's it going? It's going all right. How are you? Thorns for armor and gain armor. Quantity. I haven't been getting much in the way of quantity, so that's nice to pick up. Talathiel, thank you for the 97 months. Happy 97 months, thank you so much. And to get the Deceptive Blood Shard. I appreciate it, Talathiel. It's good to see you. You didn't think you'd see me playing this? I just was like, hey, people seem to enjoy it. And I like enjoying things, so let me take a look. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And here we are. More shield or more projectile. We'll do shield. That said, we got ogres going. It's all ogre from here. All right. Did you want this legendary? Yes. Yes, I did. I came over it this way because I saw a oh, that's good though. I saw a chest up there that or a free chest. There it is. All right, so just about time to go over to that boss. Crit damage is still pretty good, but like I said, those jumps are big time. Ooh. Another shield. Those stack well together, I think, because that gives me 20% armor. All right, so it's over this way. I did finally turn on all those stupid boom boxes. Oh, there's a swarm. I should get the swarm out of the way first. Quantity, yes. Ow. There seems to be some bad guys. All right, I think the swarm's done. Get Lil Bark going. Silly Lil Bark. Ow. My shield. All right, Lil Bark's done. And the stone golem. Nice. Give me another shield and I'll be really cool. Oh, nope. Your only goal in this game is to beat my high score? That shouldn't be too difficult. I'm only a couple hours into it. You know? Like, I haven't been playing that long, so you should be able to do that. So now, the final swarm is coming. Final swarm is pretty intense. The white ghosts aren't bad. The black ghosts will spawn until they kill you. And there's an achievement for making it 2 minutes into it, so they kill you that, like, significantly. Like, they kill you till you're dead, very much so. So the only thing what we can do is, because we killed the boss, we now have the portal and we can go on to the next level. There's 3 levels, or 3 tiers to the level, so now I'm on level 2 of the 3. And we basically, it's just a new level. And hey, look, we're at the boss portal again. The only problem is everything's still really expensive, but spawns are a lot slower, so it's hard to... At the beginning, it's kind of, like, hard to get chests and stuff like that, so you gotta find things you can do. Oh, legendary. Another fork? Wait, is that 2 forks that I have, or was the fork... nope, that's 2 forks that I have. That's unforgettable. More cheese. Cynthia's jealous of my cheese. Invasion's good. Oh yeah, I mean, everything gives you money at level. Okay, XP gain good. Free stuff good. Ooh, very nice. Huh. I'm gonna go with the power-up drop chance, because those power-ups, if you get them, are pretty fucking powerful and can really help a situation. That said, it is depending on RNG for stuff, which kind of sucks. But we're doing it anyway. We're doing it live. All right, I should be able to start. Nope, I was like, I should be able to start being able to afford things. I could not, in fact, afford things. Armor. The only reason armor's good is because I have the spiky shields. I don't need movement speed on this guy. So I'm gonna go with the more drop chance again. %50 damage? Okay. Okay. Still can't open a chest normally, though. Oh, Chunkum's back. Silly Chunkum. Yeah, I know that it would have boosted my Thors damage, but that Thors also depends on me taking damage to do anything, so... Ah! I'm against a tree, I didn't realize. I was like, I'm holding still, I don't want to be holding still. Holding still, not good. Step into my fire zone. Ow! Ooh. 100 max HP, 50 HP regen. Healing will now radiate damage to nearby enemies. +1 chance to proc on hit effects. Lightning Orb. 25% chance to summon lightning when hitting enemies. Lightning can now stun enemies. Well, I've got the interesting effects that are starting to proc, so this one seems pretty good. But 100 max HP could go at the regen. That's some decent survivability right there. Hey. No. I'm being swarmed. We already have a little bit of Thurs. Knockback can start being helpful as things come at you, because obviously when your targets hit them, they move them slightly back. Evasion gives me some rage when I don't know what the gold is. Oh, is that the book on my life? I've never seen that before. This is a little dicey. Little dicey. Nope, missed him. Occasionally you'll see special skeletons. Blue is experience. And gold is, well, gold. Here's a power-up for me that's rage. This one makes me kick ass. It's like, here, allow me to end everybody. Okay. Ooh. Damage reflection. Nice. We have 4.5 minutes. This magnet right here will be lovely. I'll collect everything that's been lying around. Chests are expensive. I already have a lot of jumps, but... Jumping, my beloved! Do I have a scarf? Can't remember if I got a scarf or not. Attack speed. How's Megabonk going? Seems to be going okay. Other than the part where I'm dying, but, you know, if you ignore the part where I'm dying, then it's going great. I'm not sure, but I want to say that if my projectiles are faster, then doesn't that also count basically as more projectiles because they're ending and so I can do a follow-up faster? I don't know. Oh, this isn't the place I want to be, though. We don't want to be down there. It's all right. We got this. We're fine. Holy cheese, my beloved. Armoire gives me more thorns. Pickup rage, jump height. We'll go with the armoire. Normally I'm not an armoire guy, but those weren't bad. Here's a nice little magnet for me. for anything I've left lying around. Quantity. More mirror. Good. Keys can be really nice because they basically give you a chance of opening a chest without the chest costing you, which chests are so fucking expensive, that can be pretty helpful. Alright, we got ourselves a bit of a swarm situation. In theory, if I hold still, it hurts people more. I might need that soon. We're doing okay right now, but we're at the point where it starts changing. Whoop, didn't want to go that way. Hey everybody, what y'all doing around here? How y'all doing? Aaron, good? You good? How's the fam? Thank you, gotta go. This way. Okay, Gollum, listen. It's a bit of a thing. Hey, there's the bush. Okay. This golem needs to get bent, though. Oi, you! Okay, knockback does not work in my favor in that instance. Good to know. Alright, where's Gollum and Boss? They seem to be over here-ish. We need to hurry. Chadbark is... I don't know that we're going to get this. Chadbark is a lot of health, and I'm out of time. I don't think I have the time to burn him down. Before I get absolutely bollocksed. Hey, we finally took out the golem, though. Ow. If I could just not be where I am, that'd be great. Gotta go! Chad, I need you to die a little faster. Guys, listen. Can we talk about this? Oh, guys, listen. Listen! This is fine! Less fine! Still fine! Die, Chad, die! Owie, 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 owie. Chad, fucking die! We've hit the point where it's a bit of a problem. Chad, there you go, Chad. Die. Die, Chad. Die. Die, 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 die. Yes, please, get me out of here. Chad, you're so close. Come on, Chad. Okay, he's down. Great, stop fucking prompting me on shit. I'm busy. Oh my God. For the love of fucking God. What the... stop it! I mean, don't stop, don't stop kind of thing, but, you know. Okay. We gotta get to that exclamation mark, and we're gonna die. God damn it. These are so fucking frustrating. And I'm stuck in the middle. Okay, I got out. Exclamation mark. Why am I going this way? I'm not pushing. Oh, the guy's pushing me. Okay. This is fine. Right direction, correct direction. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. Stop pushing me! You fucking twats! Okay. Hear me out. Go away! Okay, don't know where I am. Don't know where I am there. Yes, please. Can I just get over to where I want to go? Okay, this way. I'm pushing this way. See the way I'm pushing this? No, get off me. This way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope, yeah. Okay, uh-huh. Oh, watch out for the tower. Right, right. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, bit of a problem. I didn't have a whole lot of control. But I'm actually really surprised. I'm actually really surprised we killed the main boss. I didn't think we'd get that far. All right, Chloe. It's a little bit harder now. Oh, defeating the last boss is magnet. That's right. Oh, man. The fucking levels right there at the end. I'm just like, stop. I'm trying to move. Avoid taking fall damage 10 times by hugging walls. Okay, I did. Kill 50,000 enemies with calcium. Yes. Oh, I got a dark calcium skin now. Yeah, so at the 7405. What are you at? You can't see right now? Fair enough. What's my new item? A toxic barrel. New weapon. And then... new character. A Mog. No one knows his real name. Everyone just started calling him a Mog, and he never corrected them. Fair enough. Am I high on my friend's leaderboard? Probably not. I've played this for like... This is my second day ever playing, ever. So I don't think that I would consider myself... you know, high end at this point. Also, so far, Poison Flask kind of sucks. But, you know, we hold out hope. Is that enough to actually kill things now? Nope. Okay, so I don't have good jumps. I don't have good speed. I don't have a good attack. Amog, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about you right now. But at least I can get a silver jar. We've got that going for us, which is nice. Aura could be interesting. Bone. Yeah, let's do bone. I need some raged. There's not much on the map. Quantity always. Knockback actually worked against me when I was trying to get that special guy. I mean, you know, that's a semi-niche, but still. Go away! Let me get my stuff. I have no idea. For every 14 units moved, summon Bob. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to learn any younger. Evasion, good. Quantity, better. I already had quantity, but... You're sure Bob is lovely? Sure. Hey, you, gold guy. Yeah. There's the boss. Summon. Found that at least. I'm sorry your right hand is in so much pain. Region. No. Golds. There's other things I'd rather have. Shield could be pretty powerful. God, some movement speed wouldn't go wrong either. This dude's slow. Border! Hey Jesse, how you doing? Yay, movement speed. Ooh, add a legendary. None of those are ones I want. I don't know what I want, but those aren't it. I kind of want lifesteal. Precision could be interesting. Fuck it, we'll try precision. That way I can stop trying to figure out what I'm gonna get. Pick up rage. Nice. Stonks! Ooh, the bow's not terrible. Alright, there's our weapons, there's our build. Evasion's not bad. Attack speed's not bad. If I attack faster, I don't need to evade. That spawns the bandit. He's kind of a dick. Oh, hello. Also, hello. Excuse me, pardon me. Can I just... There you go. Thank you. You're all doing great. I want to upgrade my my poison flask, but it's like, do I want to upgrade my poison flask or do I want to upgrade all of my weapons? And I choose all of my weapons, but I wish otherwise. You'd be a dick too if someone was shooting at you? I mean, fair, valid. Sending all the moist air vibes. Wishing you nothing but the moistest of air. May I grant you moisture. My poor neglected flask. Moisturize me. Let me whip up some moisturizer for you. Another legendary, okie dokie. Look at that knockback working for me, though. Ooh. Gonna have to go with lifesteal. It's hard to pass up lifesteal at any point. The jump height would have been nice because my jump sucks, so this guy's not great for when everything goes bad and I have to try and survive, which is, you know, now. But it's another magnet, but it's pretty... We don't have a whole lot we've left behind. We'll take that jump height then. Not much, but, you know, it's honest work. Still don't know what Bob does, but we're getting Bob. We've got many Bobs. Poison! My flask got an upgrade. It's a miracle. Oh dear. Go. This is fine. Okay, time to make our way to the boss. Boo doo 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 doo. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. What's up, Scorpionussy? And no, I didn't name him. Lil Nubus. The damage to enemies above a certain, above 90% HP seems weird, but that's basically like, allows me to one-shot things a lot faster. This is a 50% increase on poison damage. My bow seems to be in fairly good control at the moment. Just farming up what we can while we can. Bart Simpson trying to put out the flask fire with a sink sprayer. Oh good, poison. I didn't have any of that. Not doing great on items, I don't feel like. Okay. There's the boss spawn, which I don't think I've ever done tier 2 on this. Man, chased him down, couldn't kill him. Surely this won't go bad. Ah! Okay, Sand Golem is poisoned to death. Earn money by moving around. Well, that seems good. I do tend to do the moving around. Ah, good, a swarm. Things are going well. Let's fix that up. Surely this is fine. I feel like I need some damage increase. It just doesn't feel like I'm doing, you know, for the quantity of monsteras. My damage just doesn't seem adequate. But good, give me a key. That'll be great. Thank you for that. You see a challenge thing. Yikers. Wanted to get that chest. Decided to live instead. I don't think there's any way I hold still long enough for one of these at this point, which is problematic, to say the least. I just can't get damage. I can't get damage. If I can't hurt things, I can't kill things. If I can't kill things, I can't get XP. If I can't get XP, I can't get more damage to kill things. And I can't to hurt things. Hey, damage! There's more damage for the bow, but the quantity there I think might be better still. Damage! Three minutes. I don't see us with this current DPS making it through the boss, but we're gonna try. We gotta get over there. Oh, the magnet will be useful. I didn't take the other thing. I took the damage. What are you talking about? What craziness are you talking about? Size or more damage and more knockback. With the quantity thing? Quantity it increases my number of projectiles, so I would have increased 8% damage on, this is death. I would have increased 8% damage on one of my 3 attacks, or I could add an extra attack to all 3 attacks. Wait, I can unlock another weapon? Oh. Oh my. You just want to make fun of me. Okay, that makes sense. This seems... So, Amog, I didn't love the poison flask as a weapon. I'm not going to lie. I think someone was excited for Robinette. Crusty desert. I could, but I didn't. Not least of which because, like I said, I'm pretty early in, so... Jumping into checking the leaderboards and stuff already, like... It's just gonna be like, oh yes, look, everybody else is well ahead of me. What the hell is a Robinette? It's Robin Hood, but in the feminine version. Clearly. Clearly you can see that, you confused Frenchie. Look, I took damage. Thought it was a type of weapon. You guys will have to forgive her. English isn't is a second language. She's doesn't know what she's saying. The reading isn't strong with this one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like it's not great. You're good at things? Of course you are, sweetie. We all believe in you. Everybody says so, right? Right, everybody? You sound slightly patronizing there. Surely that's not on purpose, though. I'm just impressed you know what patronizing means. We'll do projectile speed. Not agility, not HP, so we'll take bow. I'm so glad he's gone away for a week. Ooh, silver. We like silver. What do I want as my last? I'd like to get the fire staff. Or the revolver. Revolver's a good, you know, bringing a gun to this fight. Always a good choice. Ow. I'm taking damage. I'm going to die an early death. I lived. For now. Ooh, quantity tome. Yeah. The forbidden juice. Forbidden milk. Hey! Still 5.5 minutes. Perfect. What if we juice XP like mad? So I'll take 50% increase there. I don't know if this is like, 10% increase chance, but you have a 0% chance. Is that like you now have 10%? Or does that mean that you're still at 0, but then when you get in something that makes it so you have 5, now you have 5 plus 10%. So, whatever that'd be, 5.5. I assume it's probably just gives you it just additive, but and I'll take shield. I can do that. Yeah, I know the stat. I've seen the stat sheet there. I just haven't I've mildly mused, but not cared enough to actually try and dive into it. Be perfectly honest. I've kind of wondered, but I'm not actually gonna try it. Figured out. Someone else will do that for me, then I can just Google it. Silver. Wait. Is the 44 silver for this run? Or is that in total? Because I know I had some. That's got to be in total. Because there's no way I picked up 44 on this run. I've seen some of Supernatural. I've not seen all of it or even a ton of it. Yeah, we'll take the HP regen just in case I take some dab. It's good to have in your pocket. It's about time to go wander over towards the boss. Clap them cheeks. Gotta go! Okay, you guys are sending me in the wrong direction here. If y'all could give me just a little bit of space. Just a smidgen of space. Much obliged. I'll take that. Holy quantity, Batman? Of course I'd get a boss right now, or a mini-boss. Why wouldn't I have? Little Anubis! Gonna shoot you in your little Anubis-y. Ow! Another Bob! I just semi-wish I knew what Bob did. What if you wanted to drop a bag to power up? That'd be very convenient for me. I'm not sure you do, though. You don't seem inclined to. You didn't make it? Aww. I'm very sad you weren't able to immediately and easily replace my top score. I feel terrible about this. How can I make it up to you? We say yes to silver here. Projectile bounces with the revolver. Oh, look at that. Anytime you want to kill that elite. Thank you. Fans are going to be pissed at the... I just play what I play. I'm not min-maxing and stuff, so, like, if that's like, oh my god, then oh my god, but I don't know. I looked at that and I was like, I want that. Definitely don't want idle juice. I'm gonna die. I actually need extra jumps. I lived. I thought the bow was a little bit more targeted, but it definitely is not. So I think a little bit less of it because of that. Yes, this is the perfect time for this. All the bosses have like 10x their health or something. It's nuts. Ouch, that hurt a lot. Oh. I saw that a little late, and off we go. Yeah, it's kind of a horrible name, Kamiki. I'm not going to lie. The beef is so tender, if you know what I mean. Give me that extra weapon, though. Oh, 125. Son of a bitch, I still can't afford it. It's way more expensive than I expected. The other thing you can do is, on some of these, there's challenges. So, like, you know, you do it harder, 1.25 enemy, 1.2, and you try and get through that, and then it'll give you permanent upgrades and status and tell you you're cool and stuff. Death by Scorpionosi. I mean, if you're gonna go, isn't Scorpionosi the way you want to go? There's a silver right there. Only 124 more to go, or so. There's the bush guy. Good night, Illy. Sorry, Astrid. Legendary. Here I killed him with my manly aura. Another silver. I guess I made it for the silver. We could try that. Seems like probably not going to end well for me, but, you know, this is it. I didn't want to... 50% chance to summon Dragonfire. Okay. I didn't want to go for like a major, you know, long-term run, which is why I did the challenge, because, you know, we've got Jordan in about 20 minutes, so... Ow! 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 I'm dying already. Well, I said I wasn't going for a big run, but I was going for slightly bigger than this. Sword sucks. Alright, wireless fight. Ow. It's banana time! Banana! Haha, get frozen. A real manly man? If there's one thing I am not, it's a real manly man. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Hmm. 0.08 extra damage is not much. It's a stone golem. This could be death going back here, by the way. Oh, yeah. I went to pick that up, and, like, as I was stepping in, my brain processed, like, this is the area that you put together. And I was like, that doesn't look good. You're going to bed at a reasonable time. Have fun, everyone. See you all on Discord next week when the door comes back. Bye! Bye, Yoey! I don't know what the Greed Shrine does. It increases difficulty, but I don't know for what benefit, if any. It gives a few gold. That doesn't seem like a lot for or great for 5% difficulty increase, which I assume just carries through the whole thing. But maybe it's not the whole thing, and it's only for a moment. Some silver. 2 silver. And after all, isn't that why we're here? That's 3 silver of my 125. Only 122 more to go. Don't hurt me. Regen seems like it'd be good. Is quantity really gonna help me when I... Quantity always helps. Ow, my feet! Don't worry, I flexed. Can't hurt someone when they're flexing. Ow, you can't hurt me if I bounce into a tree for literally no reason. All right, well. Hi, Caspian. How you doing? It is, in fact, a skill issue. I am the problem. But we have Jordan in 15 minutes, so get up, stretch your legs, all that. I don't think it's enough time to really do another little game. We're at 7,400, so you're 66% of the way there, Chloe. You were like, hey, look at yo, friends. Yeah. Doing great. But don't worry, Chloe's never added me to my friends anyway, so it's fine. But, I'm gonna get up, use the bathroom, maybe look if I have anything to munch on. But we'll be back in a little bit, and then we will get going with Minecraft. It's the reason you guys are here. Don't go anywhere. It's coming up soon.
myself bleed. Standing outside my body, I can realize if I'm alive. And I can't feel my skin. This lucid dream is hypnotizing me, I cannot leave my mind. I breathe so deeply. There's no choice to leave this place, I'm feeling like I'm paralyzed. I feel the panic. Floating on the surface of myself, I'm feeling hypnotized. Is there something I can do to wake myself from what I hide? If I fly, I'll go deep. Deep inside my conscious, fully realizing I am still alive. And I breathe so deeply. There's no choice to leave this place, I feel like I'm paralyzed. I feel no panic. Floating on the surface of myself, I'm feeling hypnotized. I watch myself bleed. I can't feel my skin. I'm feeling hypnotized. I feel low, but I promise to my future self so much more. I'm not sure how to find the light inside, but maybe you can help somehow. I know you know me. Can we escape from this? I know you help me. There's a voice inside my head that constantly says, get better, get better. Get better, let me see for this. Get better, get better. Get better, let me see for this. In my core, the vision of my consciousness open up the doors. I see you, a fractal in the blackest hole. It brought me here. I know you know me. Can we escape from this? I know you help me. There's a voice inside my head that constantly says, get better, get better. Get better, let me see for this. Get better, get better. Get better, let me see for this. I'm not sure if I'm living a deja vu. I'm not sure if it's me or literally you. I'm not sure if I'm living a deja vu. As a voice inside my head that constantly says, that constantly says, that constantly says, get better, get better. Get better, get better. Get better, get better. Get better, let me see for this. Get better, get better. I'm glad to be the leader of the wolf pack. Every turn I take, every part I make, every roll is back to where I belong, and I can say when I'm on my own, it's a place I can call home. Every turn I take, every part I make, every roll is back to where I belong, and I can say when I'm on my own, it's a place I can call home. I'm in the dark, I am the light, I am the future filling your eyes. I am the storm, I'm in your mind, I am the shadow you see when you're blind.